Saturday morning, and I'm running some errands, and I'm thinking about the void that Tim left when he died, and it's an incredible one. I was talking to him on my way to the pharmacy this morning. I spent last night in the ER with one of my daughters. She was having some GI issues, and just kind of had intermittent GI issues for a while. I think we're finally getting to the bottom of what it's about and have a remedy for now. But I thought we were done with the ER. I thought we were done with medical visits and appointments. I thought we were done with pharmacies. And I felt a little cold and callous last night, and very resistant or very reluctant to go to the ER. But we tried other options, and that's just where we had to go because nothing else was open at that hour of the night. So we're all good. It's nothing too severe. I think it's very much related to something else she's been dealing with. But it just really is making me think a whole lot about the void that we leave when we're gone, and that either we fill it or we don't. But I'm very much feeling it, and very present to all of the ways that Tim showed up for us. He was our, errand runner and grocery shopper and our cook and our, he kind of kept the home front managed, and we always kind of joke that I was the manager at work and he was the manager at home, and I felt very comfortable with that. It was easier to give him the title of manager versus like feeling like I had to personally manage all of it. He would frequently remind me that wasn't my job, it was his job, so just to let it go and trust, and I did, and it was a whole lot more relaxing to do that. And now I'm managing all of it and trying to figure out how to do that. And one of the things that I'm managing is a daily commute, which it's not been a practical one for quite some time, but we chose to live where we do because of the kind of the life that we were pursuing and the cooking adventures that we were pursuing and the farming and all of it. And now, now it's just sort of like everything's up for question. And I'm just trying to be present to that and not force answers to come. And we started doing these vlogs. If you're new to these, or you've popped in somewhere in the middle, we'd been dealing with chronic pain for a really long time, and just decided to open it up and start talking about it. And there's any number of like how-tos and 5 steps this and 10 steps that, and I think those are helpful, but they come after the fact. They come when you're not in the middle of it. They come after, when you're like, you've cleaned it all up and tidied it all up and had a chance to extract the lessons, and then you can turn around and give those lessons to other people. We just decided to like share the process as we go, because sometimes it's helpful to know that, okay, there's somebody else on the planet going through this very same bit of turmoil that I'm going through, and this is how they're navigating it right now in this moment. And so right now, the moment that I'm personally navigating in is like post-mortem, like post Tim's passing, and like how to put things back together. And there's this incredible void once the celebration is over, the celebration of life, and once the help has left, you're kind of left to your own. And I'm realizing or feeling today, I'm feeling present to the good in that, like the purpose in that. And I don't know that people intentionally do it on purpose, but I feel like there's this, void that lets you really get present to, like, what are the cards that you're playing with now? What's this new deck of cards look like? And what are the next moves that you make? And if everyone's there trying to kind of fill the void, you just don't know. You don't know what you can't know. And with the void here and palpable, we can kind of, really start seeing things as they are and feeling, just feeling things as they are and feeling, what are the parts of this that feel good? What are the parts of this that need to change? What are the parts of this are the way they are because of someone else who's no longer here? And, are those parts that we pick up, that we run with, or do we let them rest? And so I know that there are things to do and decisions to make. I think one of the things that was really clear for us as a family was this, like, we knew we wanted to take this trip. We were going to push it out a year, or I was going to push it out a year because that seemed practical, but doing it now feels like, of all the things that we could do that might be for us to do or not do, this trip is something that I knew we all agreed on. Like, yes, this is something we want to do. This is, we want to go to Italy. We want to just explore and adventure, and it feels like a decision to thrive in the midst of our loss and our heartbreak, in the midst of all of the reshuffling of things, the reprioritizing. It feels like this is an opportunity for us to reacclimate to one another and to just get to have some fun. And it really does feel like a choice to thrive. And I've been thinking a lot about that word thrive, because even prior to Tim's cancer diagnosis, I had created this course about, thriving amidst a planetary crisis. And interesting that I was delivered this personal crisis to teach me so much about that. That hasn't been lost on me ever. But I'm going to lose my train of thought. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, thriving. So, yeah, that word, it's just a word that has really teased me a lot. And as I've thought about it and thought about, my desire to help other people thrive, I've really looked at, where am I thriving and where am I not thriving? And what does it even mean to thrive? And I've really come to learn or believe, experience, that thriving is not an end place. It's a process. And it's also a decision. It's like choosing to look this way or this way. Choosing each and every moment to do the thing that is life-giving in that moment, regardless of the circumstances of the moment. And sometimes, I look at trees, I look a lot at nature and what nature has to teach us about life and about how we show up in the world. And I see the incredible way trees, I mean, sometimes you see these knotted, twisted trees that are working like heck to reach for the light and reach for the elements that help them grow. And it's a twisty journey. And, sometimes trees kind of move their branches to make room for each other so both can thrive. I really, really come to believe that it's a choice and it's a decision each and every moment. And so if nothing else comes from this trip, which I hope a whole lot does, and I hope we have a whole lot of fun adventure, and I hope we meet a whole lot of incredible, beautiful people and eat a lot of good food and just reset ourselves. But I feel like it's on a deep personal level for each of us. It's a decision that we're making to live and to thrive amidst our heartbreak. And that feels really good. Really good. So the void and thriving, I think that's really what I wanted to just open my heart about today. Kind of toying with whether I keep calling these posts cancer journey or whether I shift to another phrase that's kind of grabbing my attention, which is navigating now, which feels like post-cancer. It feels like just really being present to the moment. So I'm playing around with that, and if you want to weigh in on that, I feel like I've formed this incredible community here, and I don't want to lose any of you. But, also if you want to move on and Tim's gone and maybe, the posts have lost interest, but if you want to stick around and you want to hear the aftermath and how life unfolds, I'd love for you to weigh in on the title, Cancer Journey versus Navigating Now. All right, that's it. I think that's all I have to say for today. Thanks for being with me on my ride, and as my brain tosses around all kinds of things in my heart.